Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up! My name is Stanley. I have a boss, I have an office, I am real. Please.
I have a boss, I have an office, I'm real!
I must be real, I must be.
I must be real!
Who am I?
Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Stanley Parable. I've seen a few videos of this floating around, and I wanted to make sure that I brought you in right at the start of the action on this one, because even even the settings on this, and like setting the clock at the start, has relevance to the humour. You will see what I mean as we go on. So I just want to do something nice and chill to start out the new year with. And I feel like the comedy in this fits the channel really well. And I wanted to, it's one of those things that like, one of those games that there is just so much to explore. I feel like all the other videos I've watched have like barely scratched the surface with what's in it, you know? So it just seems like it, and it has the craziest achievement this game does as well. It actually has an achievement that you can only earn if you've left the game closed for 10 years. So you open the game up for the first time, and then from when you shut it down, you have to wait 10 years, and then when you open it again in 10 years' time, you'll get the achievement. So this is the kind of level of crazy that we're talking about with this game. The first version of this is like a completely remastered version of an original game called the Stanley Parable. That one had an achievement for like leaving it for 5 years or something like that. So this is the kind of level of crazy that we're dealing with here. So I'm going to set subtitles to English, as always. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. I have not. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. That would be about there. Okay, so we're good to go on sliders. Now it's going to want me to set the clock. Yeah, okay, so what time are we actually on? We are on 10:20 PM. Okay, 10:20 PM. Nice. Nice. Sure. Okay. So we have everything set up and ready to go. I've already done all the graphic settings and everything, so I think we're good to just jump in. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders
that is basically my job as a developer.
What buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Sounds thrilling.
Others might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
I am made exactly for this job.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, no.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Poor Stanley.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Sharp,
very clearly wrong.
Solid. Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Quit the game. I've got achievement for quitting the game and starting it back up again And I've got an achievement for getting my first achievement. So I did open it briefly earlier just to do all of the graphics settings and everything to make sure it was good for the stream. We were good to go. But it's actually given me an achievement for that. Nice. Okay. The time. That's interesting. The time is an hour forward than what I set. Huh, okay. I walked out my office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So now basically, we've got two options in this. We can... I'm going to go through... The first time we go through this, I'm going to do everything the narrator tells me to do. And we're going to see the story as it should be seen. And then on the next run through, we'll start deviating and you'll see what happens. Okay. Can I go in here? No? What's going on here? Oh my god, what happened here? Okay. Can we go in there? No? Where's the meeting room? Have I gone past it? Did I miss it? Maybe not. Okay. Where's the meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Something keeps closing the doors behind me, doesn't it? Okay. Hello? Is anybody alive out there?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Oh.
of disbelief, Stanley
It's the
decided to go
rapture!
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. What have we got in here? Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Meeting schedule. Group 40, group 45. This box is too small! Marketing Mondays. We're broke Wednesdays. Termination Tuesdays. Pranking floor 5 meeting. Boss's inspection, financial planning. Office efficiency, legal. Weekly targets, admin. Floor 4. RIP Franz. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I know, yeah, exactly. The Raptor Rapture. The Raptor Rapture. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right, next day's agenda items reflect. These are my days, actually. I'm liking this, though. This is what my room is like. It's just lists everywhere. Standard graphs, 4.0 wide, not cost efficient. Pushing for funding of R&D of new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the blue. Chris! Chris, come out of the broom closet! Chris! Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy who moved my desk. Please keep... Oh, that's rubbed out. Please keep the targets on the topic of... Something, 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 something. Ladies and gentlemen, the future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now! Okay. What have we got here? Lots of graphs. Okay. Corporate conference room cup. Does that cup say I hate Mondays? Hang on. I hate Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why. God, that's a bit close. Bi-quarterly post-review review. Shush, BBC News. We need we need more / less reviews. 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. Okay, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water heaters. You gotta have balance in the office. You gotta have balance. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. Some sort of child trap. Teenagers. It's Wednesday. I know. Space between the teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. 1, no more bin / trash cans. Renaming of the ideas bin. Firing of me. I suck. I just need to be fired. Chat, I pitch the question to you. What do people really want in life? What do people really want? Apparently, the list consists of things. Yes, I want all of the things. I agree. Happiness. Oh, no, happy feelings. Oh, shit, that guy got fired. We don't want happy feelings in this office. Money, more money. Things, but with money, to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. Profits. Target demographic, teenagers. Stripes. Coloured in segment. The stock market is in here somewhere. Nice. Is anyone... Can I read the telephone directory? No. Okay. What are we watching? What's the presentation? How to solve a dispute with a co-worker. Let it all ball up inside you. Take out passively aggressively on other co-workers. Resent co-workers for not supporting you more. Use slides to assure employees that everything is okay. This looks like a default template from Microsoft Word. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. Everyone is unique. You, ladies and gentlemen, are unique. Everybody is unique. Everybody is unique. But you guys more so. Me more so than others, but you know. Charts, slides, charts and slides. It could be like a rap or something, couldn't it? Charts, slides, charts and slides, charts, slides, charts and slides. Exactly! Including you, Aaron. Including men. Yeah, men. So unique. So strange. You bunch of weirdos. Okay, to do. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market. Paradigm. It's underneath the. Monetize free to play. Wow, I didn't know that we'd walked into Activision's corporate boardroom. This actually could be Activision's corporate boardroom, couldn't it? Right. Let's look. Let's evaluate the evidence, right? Didn't Activision at one point have loads of terminations? They got bought out by Microsoft, so that would be so funny if that happened on a Wednesday. Marketing Mondays, where they market all of the new releases for Call of Duty. There you go. Their biggest demographic is teenagers. Oh my god, and this might be Activision in disguise, guys. Please no more charts. I'm begging, stop. There you go. Monetize free to play. Okay. Oh, the broom closet. Hang on. Wasn't Chris in the broom closet? Can we open the broom closet door? Chris! Chris, are you in here, buddy?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing
Chris!
there, so he turned around and got back on track.
But I'm looking for Chris. Are one of these tools called Chris? Is Chris a tool?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
He's getting annoyed with me now. But I'm looking for Chris! Chris? Are you up in the vents, Chris?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm not doing sweet FA, I'm annoying you. And I'm doing it whilst not doing anything, it's a skill. I am.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
How long can we keep this going for? How long can we say in the book?
There's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
But it said in there that Chris was in here.
Mention it.
I do know people called Chris, yes.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
It is.
Maybe when you go talk about
I'm going on a journey.
You'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Guys, did you get the broom closet ending when you played this game? Oh my fucking god!
Stanley was ugly and really, really stupid. He
now that's just
only got
rude.
the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you!
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
Oh, is this actually going to give me an ending?
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Para!
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that
I'm going to see how long I
irony
can keep
and
this going for.
insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Any more? I can assure you that I'm not dead. I am here. No, I think he finally got annoyed. That's cool, though. So that's the sort of thing, that's a really good example of what this game does. Like, you can just spend half your life pissing the narrator off. Okay.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
It's okay, I'm back. I'm back. Nobody panic. I'm not dead. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I'm gonna try and I know that we defied him with the broom closet. I'm gonna try and stick to what he's telling me for this bit. Praise be, I am back. That's just how good you are, Pyro. It's just how good you are. Long distance paramedicing. Okay, I'm in the boss's office. What's all this? Business time. Are hostile takeovers the new biannual percentage? Okay. The office! This is a nice office.
Stepping into the manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Ooh, what's this?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Okay. Can someone just pop that in the chat for me? So I don't forget it's supposed to have a look around. What have we got in here? It was 2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
No, I'm looking
Trying to
around.
input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know.
Oh, you're telling me again?
The combination was 2845.
I couldn't possibly know, but here's the crazy thing, right, guys? 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I'm
Stanley
that good!
happened to
I'm
input
that
the
good!
correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh. Okay. Secrets. Anything down here? No? Down into the depths. Oh, loading. Okay. Nice try, Aaron!
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free
I do
to
feel a
think
bit
for
peculiar.
himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this
It's
now,
all that time in
when
the
for
broom
years
closet.
It had never occurred to him.
It's
This question would not go unanswered for long.
It's all that time in the broom closet defying the narrator. It strengthened my resolve. I am now burning for the answers that are in this basement. No, there isn't. There isn't, Aaron. Oh. Hello. She says with every confidence when
Stanley
something
walked
just made a
straight ahead
jump.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so when we come back again, we'll have to try escaping and see what happens. That's a cool corridor. Mind Control Facility. Okay. What's this? Is that just binary? I think that's just binary. Okay. The paper. Words. General questions about bucket filling. Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. A short history of the relations between Poland and Austria-Hungary. Interviewing and interrogation techniques. The Pale Bride. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
That's a
horrible
lot of monitors.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
You know what this room needs? It needs more RGB. I mean, it has these little red lights, which are cool. And it has these spotlights, but it could do with more RGB. Although, can you imagine if you had them many monitors to stream with? Jesus Christ. It's Raptor's office when she gets enough money. That's what this is. I'm gonna be sat like here, just at this desk, streaming. Okay. Employee observation protocol. Am I being spied on? Am I being watched? Do you ever get that feeling that you're being watched, guys?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
Wow.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Oh.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so
Okay.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley,
RGB does
one
fix
of them,
everything.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where am I? What was I? I was employee 4-7 something. 4-2, was I 427? I was 427, wasn't I? That's me there, right in the middle of the screen. Is that my desk? That is my desk! That's cool. Nice. I love the consistency there. Okay. Oh. People?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been
can't
under
be
someone's
true.
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
The 9 to 5 grind.
No. He refused to believe it. He
No,
couldn't
goddammit!
accept it. His own life
pirate.
in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never, goddammit!
unthinkable, wasn't it?
Where am I going?
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
This does somewhat most jobs, it really does.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
They may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom, goddammit. My whole life has been a lie. But then again, it does say the mind control status is offline right now. Maybe it was offline the entire time. Okay. Well, I'm going to the power to... Oh, what's down there? Swirly bit. See, this is the kind of RGB I'm talking about. Moving red lights. We need a little bit of this in the monitor room. Okay. I wish for this mind control to cease. So I'm going to dismantle it piece by piece. Oh. Mind controls idle awaiting input. Why is there a button here with a number 5? Is there like 1, 2, 3? Aha. What happens when I press these one by one? 1, 2. Where's 3 and 4? One, 2, 3. Four. I just need what? So I just need 4 then, don't I? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4's up there. Okay. Okay. 4. Oh god, it's dark in here. How do I get up these stairs? Oh, there's a gate. No! Can't press number 4. Okay, so it's through here then. Oh, code. I see code. What's it say? Can't read it. See this? See this little bit of code up here? This is my life.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew
Okay.
it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Oh, this is something else we can do later then. Okay, so I am gonna turn it off. Oh, hello. No more mind control for me.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Okay.
Was it over? Yes.
Oh.
He had won. He
I
had
win.
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone
I win.
else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Exactly,
How
yeah.
had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
We're about
But
to find
as
out.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Aw,
Perhaps his
I
goal
found
had not been to
happiness,
understand,
guys!
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do or how to
New
do
year,
it.
new start.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all.
Look at this
he
lovely
needed to
bridge
know.
over here that's like we're going
It
to
was
Hogwarts.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Ah, the cool
feeling
breeze.
of liberation.
Ah, the
immense
liberation.
Possibility of the new path.
The immense possibility of a new path
This
before
was
me.
exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I'm happy. Okay, so we got a good happy ending. That's cool. Now, the question just remains, how fucked up can we make it? Okay. Now, I'm just gonna annoy you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Okay.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Can we go in any of these rooms? I don't think we can. I wonder what will happen if I go back in the broom closet again. We spent quite a bit of time in the broom closet before, annoying him. Can I do it again, I wonder?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Okay.
entered the door on his left.
Yes, let's stick with the left for now. Let's do this somewhat methodically. Okay. Back
Yet
in the
there
meeting
was not
room.
a single person here either.
Yeah, we know
Feeling
this.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he
Okay.
might find an answer there. Oh, no. Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
I like this room! This is my room! I will. Is it annoying you yet? Oh, he's not going to say anything. Okay. Okay. That was worth it. That was worth going to the broom closet
Coming
for.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I think I'll escape this time, actually. Timothy, that. Yeah, you know what? You know what? We did get the broom closet ending, and it was our favourite as well. Broom closet ending gamers unite. Let's get that hashtag trending. What's in the executive bathroom? Oh. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Time magazine with a clock on it. Okay. Oh. Every time I click the mouse button, it sounds like a keyboard. Oh! I got an achievement for that! Oh, man. Okay,
Stepping
we're
into
back
his manager's
in the office.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
2,
human
4,
life.
3,
What could
8.
it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings,
Pulling books off the shelf.
desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by
Thank
a
you.
keypad behind the boss's desk. What
Okay.
could its purpose be?
2,
In fact,
4.
this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an
2845.
extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly
I'm a dummy.
have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
Luck
stepped
does strike
into the
twice.
newly opened passage.
Right! We be escaping. I want to break free. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I want to break free. Okay. That's okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through
Right.
the large door that read
No.
Mind Control
No, he didn't.
Facility.
I wish to break free of this place. I wish to escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth
Yes!
was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
That's okay.
The door behind
What are we
him was
all
left
heading
shut.
towards in the end
Stanley
anyway?
still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point,
That's okay.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward. And
Maybe I want
willingly
a violent
confront his
death.
death.
You've gotta... Sometimes you've just gotta face death head on. Whoa! Oh, hang on.
As
What?
the machine whirred into motion,
Oh,
Stanley was
I'm not
inched
dead.
closer and closer to his
Oh no!
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in the narrow vision of what this world is.
Whoa!
Cutting the eyeballs from a blind man.
Nice
So
one!
he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell! Farewell, chat. It's been a good run! It's been a good run! Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was
What?
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In
Okay.
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Oh. Maybe I can escape. Okay. Ooh.
And yet
What
it
is
would be
this?
just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive
Okay.
as ever.
I'm walking
Exactly
towards
did
a
the
title
narrator think he
screen.
was going to accomplish?
What is
When
this?
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death
Oh, wow.
becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you
What
see
is
now?
this?
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Philosophical. I'm in like a museum of the office or something. The office layout. Oh wow, that's cool. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get it right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in good time. Is this going to change the layout of the office then when I go back? Sections have been added or altered through development, though the core remains almost identical to the first iteration. Okay. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Oh, Solitaire! Fucking love Solitaire, man. Installing Chart Pro. Employee database. The credits. Button sounds. Oh. The office. The maintenance room. Okay. What's through here then? You know when you're in like a museum and you can hear your voice echoing back? Boss's office. Oh, this is what it looks like without the textures. That's cool. And like with the assets without the textures. Nice. It's like a behind the scenes little making of The Escape is. That's cool.
Then he pushed the number 8.
Narration outtakes?
Nothing there. Shoot. Well, try the other one then.
These are clips from the early takes that were not used in the final game. Oh my
Stanley
god!
stood on the snow.
That's cool.
Now look
Okay.
closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go up here. Freedom ending. This was the first incarceration of the game at the end of the game's alpha. Okay. Countdown ending. Freedom ending. Monitor room elevator. The countdown room. Game design mock-up. Nice. It's kind of taking the mick out of itself a little bit. Okay, so how do I restart then? Narrator emails. I have burning questions. The instance on the scale of Max Ernest, how surreal will this game be? Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to receive it? Okay. How would one progress now then? This is my office. Cubicles. How do I restart the game now? Where do I go? The apartment timer. Oh, that's cool. Maintenance layout. Meeting room. Where do I have to go, though? Oh, levers. That do anything? No? Yeah, there is a way out. The game is now paused. I'm just trying to... There will be a way. Is it this way? Trailers. Nope. That's a dead end. What on earth? Maybe down here? No. Over here? Oh, exit. Surely I just have to follow the exit sign. Ah, there we go.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How
Okay.
they wish to control one another. How
A
they
lever.
both wish to be free.
Is this actually going to turn my game off and go to my desktop?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Oh, no.
No, perhaps
Okay.
not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I thought there was going to be some, like, Kinito pet
Listen to
stuff
me.
going on.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Okay.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. Once you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop.
What
trying to
happened?
be your
Okay.
only true choice.
So what happens if I do quit? Let's quit and go back in. Maybe that changed something.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he
Yeah,
was
we saw this. That's fine.
All of
Okay.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Huh.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Maybe
room.
not then.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I beat the game though, I quit. Okay, this time I'm going to try the right door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
But I
Perhaps he
wanted to go through the
stop by
right
the
door.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I want to admire the employee lounge. Maybe I want to go and make a cup of coffee. You know?
Yes.
There we
truly
go.
A room worth admiring.
I couldn't
It had
agree
really been
more.
worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drink it in, guys. The break room.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
It is.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Maybe I like the chairs and the paintings. Maybe it doesn't matter why everyone's gone.
Point,
we just have to be present in the moment, you know?
And reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
He's just getting mean now. He's just getting mean. It's my fault that everyone's gone.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Yes, I did.
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I love that it takes the mick out the player. Any more? No.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
I
took
did.
The first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh. Okay. What's over here, though?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's just go here. Penalty for misuse of the cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Do not jump from the cargo lift whilst it's in motion. Will cause death. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I
just want to look around. You tried not to be squished.
Investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Why? Well, you know, it is called the Stanley Parable.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh, who's she?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I want to do this. You can unplug the phone? Where was the phone? Oh, dark room. Ah! That actually made me jump. Oh, this phone.
To do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You I didn't know that was possible. Let me double check.
Nice try, Dark Angel. Timothy, thank you for joining us.
Definitely here, clear as
that was fantastic. Thank you.
The phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I am a real person, yes.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did
chaos theory and all that.
The severity of the situation. Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Okay, well, I'm going to get
this helpful instructional video.
I'm here to get an instructional video.
Choice.
Here we go.
It's
Choice!
the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
A hypothetical person named Raptor has a choice.
Food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or
nice.
He could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a
Equals
person
fish.
who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Am I
Allow
really
the
real?
person to finish their thought, then
Am I
provide
really
an
here?
excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back
Excellent.
sack and crack.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy
Hi,
decision-making
Min,
process.
welcome in.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
At least
Do
you better
make
get your
more
8
than
choices in.
Less?
It's like your
And
5
finally,
fruit and veg.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
You with this
and the
titles.
feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that
Oh.
this room has begun to deteriorate as a result
Oh,
of
shit.
narrative contradiction. But not to worry.
Danger,
Now that
danger
you're properly
everywhere.
Informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. So this is the choice that I should have made. I'm so gonna unplug the phone again, if I can. Can I go back in? No. Okay. What
Ain't
can I
nobody got
do?
time for that.
Can I go back through here? No, I have to go back. Okay.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
He's
Imagine
put a
the
fence
main
round
character
it so I
dying
can't fall
senselessly
off.
Halfway through the story. That makes no sense at all.
I'm not
We just
trusted
need to get
anymore,
you
I'm not
home as soon as
trusted.
possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh no. Okay. Raptor, you can't be trusted. I can't even be trusted to open my own doors anymore. Okay. Anything else? Any more for any more?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
That's what he likes to think. That's what he likes to think. I love how he's closing the doors behind me as well, so I can't go back. You will go the correct way. We're still not going to get to the correct ending, though. We're going to go to a different ending. So we escaped. We shut down the... Let's turn the mind control facility on this time and see what happens.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That
Gotcha.
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
promise
I'm quite sure
to
you'll
be
up the
responsible.
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, it's just too good. It's too good, though. It's too good to pass up on. Like, I do want to go down the door on the left and see that other ending, but I really want to annoy the narrator as well. What happens if I go through the door on the right? What's he gonna do? Right, I'm gonna...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, what if I want to go this way? Oh god, everything's like melting and twisting up. Jesus. Chaos theory, people! Chaos theory! Okay, let's go left. Are you happy now? What happens if I go back in the broom closet? Oh my god.
Ruined.
Oh, I broke
can't
it!
believe after everything we talked about that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was
destroyed
so
it all.
special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what
so
am I
angry.
supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it
can.
forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer?
He's having an existential crisis.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Oh, is he going to actually close it on me? Is it going to go back to my desktop? Oh my god. Oh god. Wow.
Oh, I'm here.
We definitely broke it.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You.
Yep.
Who thought you were so clever.
You.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
I'm
The only thing
sorry.
in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
I
Didn't I
did.
impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I did think
He
it was
actually
funny.
knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
It
That there's a
didn't.
world outside
I'm
of
sorry.
you. You're a child. Oh, my story.
Oh, we ruined
If
his
you'd just gone
story.
through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make
Oh.
behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh,
That
we're
means
back.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
He's put me
I'm quite
back
sure
here.
you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't. He went down the door on his right.
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
He's not going
exactly
to.
as Stanley would. That
Now he's
means
just
choosing
shutting it down on me,
responsibly
just-
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay,
All
we'll
right.
go left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He is big mad, but we did upset him. We upset him. We destroyed his story. Did we destroy it again? Oh,
Yet there was not a single person here either.
no.
Feeling
Okay.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
He won't even let me in the closet now. Okay, what happens if I
Coming
go...
to a staircase,
Oh!
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He's literally closed off every single avenue. I have to do the ending he wants me to do now. I can't go anywhere else. Okay. I can't even look in the bathroom anymore. I'm not allowed to pee! Oh, this is new. This didn't look like
Stepping
this before.
inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
This is
discover not
different.
an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Okay.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to
See,
it.
now we had a code
Surely
last
behind
time.
this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
Dagnabbit.
Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still
Okay.
work? There was only one way to find out.
Nightshark
Stanley had been trained never to speak up.
115.
But now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightshark 115. I wondered if it was picking up on my mic.
Stanley spoke the code.
I don't speak!
Nightshark 115.
You fucked it up, narrator! You
He
fucked it
spoke
up!
into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I'm trying! You didn't give me a voice, dude.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Yeah, you broke it, not me.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one
I
single
do.
thing, for your respect, The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the
Just
door
out
on
here
the right.
trolling.
You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Stanley? Hello?
I'm up here. I'm in the ceiling!
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Right.
I reached an actual end with credits.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
I don't want to.
Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you could ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Oh, no.
You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Exactly. These things, you need to think about these things.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the
Sorry,
right thing to
Leroy.
do.
Leroy, I'm so sorry.
Take as much time as you need.
Okay, back to the start? Okay, back to the start. Right. So what
All
if
his co-workers were gone? What could it mean?
I now go down?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This time, you can go down on the stairs, so...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Yeah, we'll
he
go down
entered
the
door
left.
on his left.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of discontent, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No, I'm not. Let's go
Coming to a
down this way.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I want to see what's down here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He
Can't
might
do
be
that.
fired for that. And
I can't
in such
get
a competitive
fired.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Exactly,
His
everyone
boss
has
would think
vanished.
He was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe
All of
I
my
am crazy.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
This is
For
looping.
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Can I not see
And
my
for
feet?
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley
They
said
are
to
repeating.
himself, this is all too
Here we
strange.
go.
This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Okay.
He just hadn't found the words for it.
Yes.
I'm dreaming!
Oh, it's a dream!
This is all a dream.
It's just all a dream!
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't
I'm
going
just
to lose
dreaming.
his
Maybe I
job.
fell asleep
He
at my
wasn't
desk.
crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go
Yep.
back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Oh,
may
but I
as well
thought-
enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
But I
So,
thought you liked
he
your job where you were
imagined
pushing
himself
buttons.
flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my god, I'm
He
actually
imagined
floating!
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still
trippy.
not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
Why
and thinking?
indeed?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
You know what, guys? That is a bit strange.
Describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
It's if you think about it for too long, it's mind-bending.
And wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Oh, it's not a dream.
Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
it is
he was
Inception.
certain beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream.
Do I have to keep going this way?
To make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice?
Or should I be
explain
going
all
backwards
that?
or something?
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
I'm gonna prove
this
it.
Was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
Are we going to be back
the fresh
there?
air of a world outside this one.
Ah, the fresh air.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
Please let me go back to my boring 9-to-5 job.
Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
And my job.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Routine.
My life is normal. I am normal.
I'm normal.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I'm okay. No, I'm not. I'm still in this corridor.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please.
I have a boss. I have an office. I'm real.
I must be real. I must be.
I must be real.
Who am I? Who am I? And
who am I? My neighbors must think I'm crazy.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to work. But on this particular day,
am I dead?
Her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance,
I'm dead.
For just a few
Whoa!
He was obviously crazy.
That's
what she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
This is exactly what crazy people look like.
She thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
The consequences of not being normal, ladies and gentlemen, laid before us.
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, fuck. Okay, now I'm gonna go turn the mind control facility on.
What could it mean?
And I'm not gonna get distracted by anything else on the way.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I will not be distracted by anything. I'm gonna go turn that mind control facility on. I got distracted last time.
Of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Here we go. So far, so
there was
good.
Not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Here we go. Back in the boss's office.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when
Oh,
at
shit.
last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yes.
What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it
2,
was not.
4,
For
3,
although
8.
this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so obvious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it.
2845. 2845.
Statistically, nearly yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I'm just
Stanley
that good,
happened to
yo.
input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Floor 3, menswear. Okay, back to the mind control facility.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I did. But this time, we're gonna turn it on. We're gonna be devious as fuck out here.
The lights rose on an enormous
I wanna
room
control
packed
some
with television
minds.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals
going this
reduced
way.
to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
My freedom means nothing. The cake is a lie. Any Portal fans
This
out there will get
mind
that.
control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had
can't
been
be.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Anyone who hasn't played Portal, by the way, go out and play Portal. You'll be absolutely amazed by it. It's such a simple little concept, but it's really good environmental storytelling. So basically, you're an employee and you have to go through somewhere and test this like portal gun. So you have to get through like room to room to room by solving the puzzle in every room. But there's also like the thread of a story going on as well. So you go like in the back end of the room where you figure out that there's like more to it than meets the eye. Maybe we'll do Portal on the channel actually one of these days, just for shits and giggles, because it's such a cool game, and for people who haven't seen it, you really should. It's such an iconic game. That it came out in when did it come out? It's recently been remastered for like RTX, but it originally came out in like the 90s, I think. So it's a very old game now, but it still stands up even today. It's crazy, and the puzzle solving in it is still pretty cool. But it's and the song at the end, like if you're anyone who's like, because Steam really pushed this. It's made by the same people that make Steam, you know, the app Steam. So Valve, the same people that made this actually, that Valve had a hand in this as well, and it's that same sort of humor and environmental storytelling and all that kind of stuff. But the song at the end is iconic as well. This is a triumph. I'm making a note here. Big success. You're gonna think I'm crazy unless you've played it. If you haven't played it, go and play it. I think it might still be free on Steam as well for you to pick up and play. Okay, let's go see what happens when we turn the mind control on.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
It's going to be
Had he
even more
truly
thinkable
spent
when we
his
turn it
entire
on.
life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart
This is
of the
the proof.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Okay.
Walking, eating, working.
I want
all
to
of
see
it
what happens when I
monitored and
turn the
commanded
power
from this
on.
very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Let's turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Maybe I find comfort in the machine. Loading mind control systems. Yes.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
No, I think it can do more.
Let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
I want to press these
If you want to throw my
buttons.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
I'm
I'm
will.
afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
I have
and
all of
believe
the
you'll
power.
Find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh, shit.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
Yeah.
Let's
How long?
say, 2 minutes.
Okay, I've got 2
Now,
minutes.
this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your
It
time
is.
to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is
It's
much
my
better
story.
than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere
See?
moments
If you
until
just
the
give me a
bomb goes
chance.
off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
4.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I
What,
barely know
5?
where to start.
I might need to start it again though, because I might have started it a bit too
You'd
early.
like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
5.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
I'm not
I'll tell
gonna
you
die.
Exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of
Oh.
course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let
shit.
you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons
Okay.
endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let
What
the
about
office
this?
sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
Oh!
Or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to
Oh,
say
shit!
this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
I was just about to go
Watching you try
through
to
there.
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate
Okay.
to see it go.
1.
But I'm sure whatever I come
2.
up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm
3.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with
4.
it. I'm going to put some
I've got
extra
28
time on the
seconds.
clock
Yes!
right now.
Yes, do that,
These
please!
are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Apparently it does.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
4.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or
I
did
know
you
what
just
I'm
assume
doing.
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every
Executing
little
button
thing in this
hints.
room. These numbered buttons.
Okay.
No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
Interesting.
Or this door. Everything,
This one.
anything.
5.
Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
There was a hint. There was a hint though,
Video
wasn't
game
there?
can be beaten. One solved. Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place
Hint, dark blue 1.
is? Stanley,
Okay.
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't
2.
a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still
Oh,
playing
shit.
instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Shut up!
See you made humble.
I want to
This is
beat
not a
him,
challenge.
goddammit!
It's a tragedy.
But
You
I did-
wanted
I
to
did the thing,
control
right?
This world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
I pressed all the buttons!
take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No
Uh-oh.
ending here, just
Now
you
there's no
being
hint.
blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life?
Can I
Or
just
will you
turn
let
it
go
off?
peacefully? Another choice.
Can I literally just go over here and turn it off?
Don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke.
We've
And
got
believe
8
me,
seconds.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
Okay,
from the moment
no.
you fade in until the moment I say.
Uh-oh.
"Clear up."
There we go. Boom, dead, gone, done. I fail. There must be a way of doing that then. There's definitely going to be a way of doing that. So yeah, guys, that was the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. We've only scratched the surface on what we can see here. So, regardless of whether we do this on the Twitch again, because this has been recorded live on the Twitch with the Raptor fam, but regardless of whether we do it on the Twitch again, I will definitely get something uploaded for YouTube where we see a little bit more of it. That I know for a fact there is so much more to see, and so much more comedy. And everything I saw today that I did, I actually haven't seen my favourite content creators do. I haven't seen anything of what I saw today. So I know that there's loads left that we can look at. So it's just a little bit of fun. It's a little bit of fun. It pokes fun at you. It pokes fun at the industry. It's a walking simulator. Yeah, you don't do much, but that's not the charm. The charm of it is the narrator and the story and the comedy and the defiance and all that kind of jazz, and finding all of these little secret endings, finding all of these little in-jokes, finding all the little ways to annoy the narrator, essentially. So, yeah, like I said, guys, this was recorded live on Twitch with the Raptor fam in tow as well, giving me hints, tips, directions on where to go and what they wanted to see. So if you want to take part in that for next time, all you have to do is to click the link down description below and come and follow me on Twitch and come be part of the Raptor fam. We would love to have you. And if you did like this video, then please like, subscribe, ring that bell, because you definitely don't want to miss the rest of what's coming with this and the other stuff that we've got coming up for later in the year as well. But that said, guys, I'm going to be back in the next one. And why am I going to be back? Because gamers never die, they just evolve. See you next time, guys.